G thing. It ain't nothing but a G thing. Different conversations with different generations. Well, you gotta keep it G, man. It ain't nothing but a G thing. It ain't nothing but a G thing. Different conversations with different generations. You gotta keep it G, man.
Wes, and though, yeah, we tapped in, baby. We tapped in with who? The Generation Conversation, man. Y'all need to be a part of the convo, you heard me? Hey, look, shout out G2 Beats. My boy Bill blasting them over there, putting in that work, you heard me? Hey, look, y'all need to tap in. Generation Conversation, the G Connect. Subscribe to him on YouTube, you heard me? And just know, we don't Jersey.
Man, it's your boy Billiano the Dino, everybody's favorite African Americano, and I'm tapping in here with G Connect, where different generations have real conversations. Make sure y'all tune in. Man.
It's your boy Swamp. We from South Carolina, Swamp Town shit. Tapping in with G Connect, where different generations have real conversation.
It's First Lady Flames, Richmond's own. Tapping in with G Connect.
What it do, folks? We back continuing the conversation with J2. I hope you enjoy the content. Let's get it.
So we came to the conclusion that was pretty a learning lesson, not necessarily
Yeah. I think that might have, because I don't think I'm be honest with you. I don't think I made, if we not like that, I couldn't think I made any mistakes in battle rap. I think for the first time, I've told people this before, like with comedy, I was doing comedy and it was like always something would happen. Like I had an audition with Tyler Perry and my job told me I couldn't do it, or I was like I couldn't go. It was spur of the moment, and I had somebody to cover my shift. They told me I couldn't do it. I was going to lose my job. It was around rent time. I just couldn't do that.
Right.
So I ended up not doing it. So it was always something when I was doing comedy and acting. I was always hitting a roadblock. With battle rap, it was like every single time it looked like something was about to go wrong, it did. Like every single time, it was like stuff was just working out. This was the first time in my life I felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be at. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was like this, I don't know, the journey is just being, I swear to God, y'all, if y'all could see it from like, my eyes, you would be like, damn, it really like took crazy turns. And you didn't, they told me I would never gonna make it on URL. You know what I'm saying? They said like I had to sit down. You know what I mean? Like Norbs even told me like, bro, you're not going on URL. You know what I'm saying? But
not on there no more.
So
the irony is crazy.
Don't ever let
and shout out Norbs, like I don't have no problem with him. You know what I'm saying? Right. But and like I said, in his defense, he said that it came from someplace else to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we not doing that or whatever. But the people, I will say this though, the people that he was saying had a problem with me before I even got, I talked to that person, like I got that person's number. You know what I'm saying? Like I can text that person when I want to, and when I text him, he responds. You know what I'm saying? Like immediately. So I don't have no issues with, the upper staff for URL.
All right, being that this is 2023 and you've been in the battle rap business, you say since 2018, you care to speak over the changes you've seen over the time you've been a part of it? Oh, I got a 5 on that one. That look right there.
Man, because it's like when I started battle rapping, it was so new for me. So I thought that the culture was what it was. I thought it was at its peak. I actually thought like this is just what's going on over here. This is the way things work. There is no elevation. This is just the way this works because it's so underground. I had no idea it was growing as fast as it was growing. And like now, like I said, when I started battling, like views were very, very important. Local leagues were so important because in order for anybody to see you, you had to make it to the top of your area. You know what I'm saying? Like there were local legends that were respected. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like now, newer battlers can come out like my artist, Luop. Luop has came out. He's been out maybe like 2 years. He's been battling for about 2 years, and his last battle was with somebody that when I came onto the scene, I looked up to. So you can see how, you know what I'm saying? Like this was somebody that was helping me on my first battle, writing my rounds and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting my little bars together. I'm calling him like, yo, how this sound? He's my mentor at this moment. And fast forward 5 years later, they had like that battle made sense for the matchup. And when I was coming up, there's no way 2 years in you would have gotten a sleepy at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like and if you did, it was a rookies versus vets or something like that. Nah, this was a regular matchup because battle rap has changed so much that that work that you put in before, it only counts if you can still do it. We don't care what you did, we care what you do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now, like and with material changing so much, the older battle rappers that were battling before, like they have to change their styles. As opposed to when I came up, we was trying to mimic them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we was trying not necessarily mimic them, but we were taking their attributes. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like we was taking their gems and shit. Now it's like, nah, like you gotta sound like okay, Bricks Belvy, legend, hands down, legend. If he battles Twerk right now, we're holding Twerk here, and Bricks has to climb up to that. But that's crazy because Bricks innovated a lot of the shit that the Twerks and the Rum Nitties do. You know what I'm saying? He started that, but it's switched around so much. You know what I'm saying? Like getting booked is totally different now. Before, when you wanted to get booked, you took whatever they gave you. If you wasn't no name, you took what they gave you and you made the most of your situation. Now, newer battlers, I be hearing newer battlers talk about, I ain't battling him. You can't tell nobody you ain't battling nobody. Like, bro, what? You know, who are you to say you can't battle? Like, bro, you're not nobody.
Right.
But now with social media, and I started with social media, but Twitter is making everything. You could be a star. Look at Eunice, Appa. They went crazy from the space battles. Now they on the Crucible. One of them won Rookie of the Year. You know what I'm saying? Like and they were back. They literally only got like maybe 3 or 4 in-person battles, 5. You know what I'm saying? Tops. That wasn't no resume back then. 5 battles, you're not nobody. You can, yeah. My fifth battle was somebody named Swavatar Jack.
What was it?
Swavatar Jack. He's actually Yoshi's baby daddy.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like my fifth battle. These niggas' fifth battles be like Rum Nitty. Like they fifth battle, like because you can, you know, and with the money. So many more leagues got enough money to pay battlers. So now you're seeing so many more battlers just taking battles for the checks. So now the resumes can be built up. The resumes can be bought. It's quite a few guys, like I ain't gonna say no names, but it's quite a few guys that have purchased their whole resume. And they want us to respect it. Like, I can't do that because when I came up, you had to work for your resume. I can't.
If you don't mind, can you elaborate on purchase their resume? You mean they bought the W?
Yeah, well, no, they didn't necessarily buy the W, but they bought the battles. So they got a league where they can book battles on. So they'll call Twerk. Twerk, come over here, battle me. Then they'll call Dom Reno, come battle me. I'm trying to think of more people he done battle. Jack Boy Maine, come battle me. K Shine, come battle me.
I know what you're talking about.
And you know what they do, they just pay the money. I'm not turning it down. Hell, if he called me, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, you're still coming to battle. You're not coming to take an L, are you? Is he take an L?
I'm gonna be honest. Now, me personally, I'm never gonna come and take no L. Y'all watch my battles. I don't play with nobody. But there are battles that I don't take as serious. I'm gonna keep it real. Like if you depending on the bag and who it is, like you're like if you call me to battle anybody on one of these smaller leagues, they're not gonna get the same J2 that just battled Danny. Not gonna happen. The rounds ain't even gonna be as long, and you're not gonna get the that material because I have to save that for those battles that count for my career. Right. Now I'm gonna come over here and smoke you. You know what I'm saying? But when we actually look at the resumes, if you purchased all of them and didn't earn them, we're not respecting that.
Where you throwing me off when you saying me booking you to battle me, whether it's on my league or not? Am I booking you because I know I can beat you?
Well, I think, well, can I say this? I think he's saying back in the days, you know, you have to build your resumes. So you had to do a battle, somebody noticed you, and then they say, okay, you good enough to come here. What they doing is they calling these good people, saying, I'll pay you to come battle me, whether I win or lose, because now it's gonna be on my resume. I battled against J2. So, oh shit, he was with J2. He might not have won, but we know what J2
Oh,
yep, 100%. 100%.
I got you. And I ain't gonna say that individual's name neither, because bro, you can come on my platform too. I would love to have a conversation with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you a tall motherfucker too, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what it is now though. And it's like the space battles, like I was talking to some of them the other day, and they were talking about their resumes, and what they was talking about, I got Av, Nitty, and he was talking about all these. I'm like, how the fuck you end up with all the names on your resume? And then I looked, I'm like, oh, you talking about space battles. But if you don't get that clarification,
you won't know.
You won't know. So now it just looks like, oh, his resume is amazing. You know what I mean? Not realizing that Av got on there and rapped for 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And got paid like, $1,500. You know what I'm saying? For 2 minutes worth of work. You know what I mean? And yeah, it was. So now his resume looks crazy on paper, but for the battler like me, I'm looking at it like, bro, that has nothing. You still can't have no conversation with me because you haven't put in that work yet. You know what I mean? You haven't put in the blood, sweat, and tears. When I got to the battle, I had to fight to get to Swavatar Jack. Like Swavatar Jack here in Atlanta is a very, very talented, a very, very skillful battler. He will probably kill a lot of battlers that are on the URL stage. You know what I'm saying? But for other reasons, he's not there. But coming up in the Atlanta battle rap scene, I had to work to get to that. Like I had to put in the pain. I had to battle for free. I had to put in free 3 strong rounds with opponents that nobody knows besides the people here in Atlanta. And I had to make it sound like I was trying to battle Lux every single time in order for them to say, okay, you know what, we'll give you Swavatar. Because now if you give me Swavatar, those upper leagues, for instance, John or Dre Dennis, now they're battling on the main stages at this point, but they also remember Swavatar from before. You know what I'm saying? So when they see the J2 battle Swavatar, it's like, oh, he battled Swavatar. Let me watch this shit. You know what I mean? Because they cool with Swavatar. They're going to watch it. And then they see me. They like, oh, you was able to handle Swavatar. All right, come over here. Come over here. We got something for you.
And hey, I ain't going to lie to you. What you said is true because I think the first time I did see you, I think it was on that
ABR?
The elimination thing.
No. Oh, Trufo?
Wasn't that a challenge? Wasn't that like
the Ultimate Madness?
Yeah, wasn't that the Madness or something like that?
Yeah, that was the tournament. Yep, that was the Ultimate Madness tournament.
Yeah, that's when I first seen you on there, and I was like, oh, okay. They got one in. Oh, okay, because they got one up in here now. Okay.
They got one in here. Like, okay, what's happening? What's going on? What's happening now?
And of course, it's gonna be full of the expected, the same content from everybody. It's like you can't. How many times can they talk about Calico Daddy? How many times can they talk about Charlie Clip's father being a snitch? How many times can they talk about this and that?
Loso being a Christian, like, come on, y'all.
That shit only goes so far. You know what I'm saying? So when we was watching it yesterday for her watching it for the first time, she was like, "Don't that shit get old? When is they gonna stop that?" I'm like, "Dang, that's all they got."
Right.
That's all they got.
And the fact that he turned it and used it against them before they can use it against him.
It's like where I'm gonna go from here. So.
Facts, because the thing is, like I said, when I came back after I battled him and Foster Boss said that to me, I was like, I'm not never gonna let them use this against me again. Like, nah, I've just got to make sure that I, utilize my pen in a way that it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of like you got to fuse it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's I'm so glad he said it too, because like since then I've learned so much how to do it. You know what I mean? Like now I think I'm good at it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can.
Thank you for watching the conversation with J2. I hope you enjoyed the content only on
G Connect.
where different generations have real conversations. You feel me?
Make sure you get connected.
It ain't nothing but a G thing. It ain't nothing but a G thing. Different conversations with different generations. Well, you gotta keep it G, man. It ain't nothing but a G thing. It ain't nothing but a G thing. Different conversations with different generations. You gotta keep it G, man.